Yes, it is. Welcome to Tigs tonight. We've got a packed show with some bold moves to discuss. Talks of renaming the Gulf of Mexico and possibly acquiring Greenland and them becoming a part of the United States. And guess what? I'm not flying solo tonight. Blasey is in the house, ready to have some fun.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir, he
I am
is.
in the house, literally in my house. It's a
Yeah,
little
you
too
are.
chilly to be out there in the studio.
It is, man. It
Yeah.
is. It doesn't usually get this cold. Let's see. It's 36 degrees in Baton Rouge right
Yeah.
now. It was I think the high was 44 today. It did not get warm for us. But look, it's hot down here compared to the rest of America, so we have
Oh,
nothing
I
to
know it,
complain
man.
about.
It's
Nothing
crazy.
at all. Yeah. What is going on? Paul Rogers in the
Oh,
house.
Paul in the house again. What's up, big
Paul in the
Paul?
house. Rainy in the house. It's
Rainy the
28
realtor.
there. It is 28 there in Oklahoma.
28.
Hopefully, y'all just get snow and you don't get all the ice and all that stuff that I've been
Yeah.
seeing coming rainy. We'll hopefully that works out. It's just crazy. But guess what, Blasey? It's winter time. It's supposed to
Really
be
is.
this.
It
It
is
does it every
January,
year.
right? It is
Yeah.
January the 7th. We got past the 6th now, so that's over with. So yeah, it's January 7th, man. It's kind
Yep.
of what happens, It's really kind of the first. I mean, we had a cool snap a couple of weeks ago or something, but it's been pretty dang warm, man,
It's
and
been very
nice
warm.
again, and
Yeah.
almost too much. I even talked to a guy today, a friend of mine. His brother was eating some oysters the other day and got super sick, ended up at the hospital. Like bacteria counts are still high, so it's time for things to chill down. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it really is.
It's time for
It's
Mother Nature to bring everything back. But look, before we jump into it, already episode 2 of Tigs Tonight. We're probably going to go long tonight, y'all. So we're probably not going to stay within 30 minutes tonight. We're going to stay within 45, though. We're going to still keep this a little shorter than our
That's right. We can
normal
catch the
shows.
back nine of TGL after we get done.
You dang right we will. You dang right we will. But I wanted to first, before we dive into some of these trending hot topics that are out there, I know y'all can see this box that's sitting over here next to me, and I've been holding off all day. I got it, opened it, and I didn't take everything out, but got this nice little bag, and I'm sorry for
It looks like Chinese to go.
It's going to spoil your surprise a little bit, Blasey, but I got this from our friend Dave Hulin. I'm hoping that I say you're pronouncing your name right, but I'm probably butchering it. I'm terrible with that. But Dave is going to be it's Dave, Chef Dave. Chef Dave is with 180 Cajun Blends and the Louisiana House of Spices. We've talked about them. In fact, you can go back and watch tales from the social media meet and greet that we did a month ago or so. I think it was about a month ago. And I did an interview with him, and he had that 180 blend that was like the Trinity all mixed into one. Well, he sent me this, and I said, you know what? I'm going to unbox this sucker
Oh man,
on here and see what all kind of goodies.
It's like a card break, but different.
Yeah,
a spice break.
I think it's what we're starting to turn into, Blasey. Like we're getting a lot of spices, and we're kind of
I'm a big fan.
No
of
complaints.
Love some
See,
spices.
I love it. I love it. And I'm going to make videos of it soon. The good thing with this new format, Blasey, with Tigs Tonight, is we can show some of these while we're live. We can throw in some of our cooking stuff. It just all kind of blends into doing a little bit more what we're doing. So let's see what's in this. All right. Right off the top, LA Cajun Gold. This looks like this is a cocktail rimmer and seasoning. So this is, I can see it and maybe see some of that seasoning in there.
What is that?
Yeah, maybe a little martini or a margarita or something.
Like a rim job action.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. The good kind. And that's going to be fun. The good thing with this, All right. So I talked to Dave today. He's been wanting to come on the show. He is coming on the show possibly next week. We're going to have him coming on. So working out to see when he's going to be available. But I'm looking forward to that because this is the first step. We're going to ask him, what the heck do we do with all of these? Like, what are your thoughts? I know he's mentioned compound butter and stuff like that. So, good thoughts, good thoughts. Let's see, what is this one? Dream. No limits when you dream big. Dream.
Oh, what is that?
I don't know. Let's
Oh
see. What does it
wow,
say?
this is this is totally different. I can already tell this is going to hit different.
Yeah, it is. What is it? It says replace your salt and pepper shaker. Salt, pepper, and garlic. The holy trinity of rubs are all blended together with other spices to bring your imagination to new heights and no limits. Everything from beef, chicken, pork, fish, lamb, veggies, sauces, or stews. Dream big, dream more.
Wow, I like the
Dream.
pack. Look at that. That's really cool packaging on that,
Yeah,
man.
it
Like
is.
that looks like something I want to put on something. You know,
Yes, for
I'm,
sure.
I'm in.
For sure.
I'm
I'm
liking
in
it.
too.
This is good.
Yeah, there's all there's
I feel like
there's
it's
five
Christmas
more.
again.
Oh
Christmas
yeah.
is back.
Hey, it's coming to you. This one, L.A. Cajun Gold.
Well,
L.A. Cajun Gold. Let's see, what does it say? The Cajun Gold in this can is a blended recipe originating in a South Louisiana home kitchen in 1998 when a young man tried changing the way others saw Cajun food as being too spicy hot to eat. LA Cajun Gold embodies the catalyst that makes food more flavorful and savory through its all natural ingredients and was created with the healthier way of seasoning.
oh man,
There you go. There you go.
wow.
And one thing that he did tell me, ingredients, garlic, spices, and sea salt. So one thing that he told me on all of these, the reason that they're 180, I'm not going to steal his thunder. The salt is the last ingredient instead of the first. So it's a total 180 on what you do with
Oh,
seasonings. So yeah, you're knowing
it
that this
is
is a different.
flipping a
It is
180 on
different.
us.
Yeah, and I want to know exactly how I can cook with it better, make all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
now this I have. He gave me one of these whenever I did that interview. This is the 180 Cajun Trinity. So it's got your onions, bell peppers, celery for you to put in gumbos and all that stuff. Delicious. I've used it already on chicken thighs. I put it on chicken, and then I add some other rubs that I have that has a little more spice to it just to kick it up
Yeah.
a little bit. But yes, this is good. This is real good. This is like Christmas.
This is like,
We
yeah,
just
I'm
keep going.
excited, dude. Like, this is so good.
It really is. Valor Gold. Valor Gold. He did serve in the military. I can't remember what branch, but he definitely did serve in the military. I think he told us a little bit on that story. So the proceeds to this one benefit veterans. It says right there on the can. Uh, um, Valor Gold seasoning is a product made in partnership. It just says who it's made with. It doesn't say what. Oh, it's all-purpose seasoning. There it says it right above it.
There it is, an all-purpose
Yeah,
seasoning,
it's
and
an
it's not
all-purpose
stolen
seasoning.
valor; it's purchased valor that you can get from him.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is LA Cajun Gold, no salt.
Oh, just straight no salt. I like
Just no
that too.
salt in it
Sometimes, yeah.
whatsoever. Garlic, spices, and rice flour, no salt. I'd like to know what we could do with this. You know?
There's a lot we can do with that.
Well,
And
yeah,
I
for
wish there
sure.
was more no salt like combo seasonings like that. That's really cool. Like let me control the salt completely. You know what I mean? Let me
Yes,
do whatever I do with my salt. I don't want to be adding this because it's flavorful. This because next thing you know, I've added a lot of salt across the board because I've used 2 or 3 different seasonings. You know, so it's nice to see the
exactly.
reduced stuff, but it's kind of even cooler to see like the zero salt on that action too.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that. I like that.
yeah,
And then the
yeah, yeah.
final one, I think I'm gonna love this one. I'm gonna like all of these, but I'm ready to mess with this right now because I have some stuff. Cajun Harmony barbecue rub, grand
Oh,
champion winning barbecue rub. It
oh
looks good.
gosh.
It looks really good. Brown sugar, paprika, garlic,
Oh, it's so good.
spices, sea salt, some natural smoke flavors. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, I almost want to open this and eat it now.
I'm loving
But
it. Man, this is coming to my house too, huh?
yes, sir.
I'm
It's
so
coming to yours
excited.
and to JR's. So
This is so good.
thank you so much, Dave. And
Yeah,
the good news, like I said, he's
appreciate
coming
it.
on next week. We're gonna learn more stuff about him. Let's see. Missing a little bit of the chat. Big E asks,
Oh,
"Are we
Big E in
still
the
coming to
house.
Bart?" Yeah, Big E is in the house. That forgot to give you the shout out, put you up there. Forgot to say hi. That is the plan as of now. We're going to have more of a
Yep.
conversation
Yep.
on
Trying to work
that.
out some logistics. There's been some life changes, and so trying
Yeah,
to
I
work
gotta.
around those.
That's right. That's right. But I mean, we wouldn't have it any other way. We
Nope.
wouldn't have it any other way. And you know, we wouldn't be doing a fun show tonight if JR the MF and handler didn't also pop
What's
Oh,
in.
up,
You got the full
boys?
crew,
the
boys.
handler
What's
in
up,
the house.
boys?
In the
Yes,
house like me. He's in the
sir.
house as well.
Man, I'm trying to play catch up, guys. My phone died earlier, and I forgot to plug it in when I was cooking, and then I just happened to look up. I said, "Oh shit, it's 8:40." So sorry, I'm running. I'm a little tardy. I have been running and gunning, as I'm sure like you guys have. But yeah, good to see y'all. Feels like it's been forever since we've done a show. I
It
know.
has been.
I know this
December
feeling
the
won't last
26th,
long.
wasn't it? I think. Yeah.
Uh,
Was that the last one? So about what, 10, 11 days?
Yeah.
It's probably the longest we've
which is
ever
an
been.
eternity for us. And then in the meantime, we
Absolutely.
picked up a whole new show that is what this show is. It's a rapid fire pace take on current stuff, which we're about to dive
Yes.
into. Tomorrow, we are all good news. This is our live this week. I'm going to go live every night, but this will be our live. Unfortunately, we got the boys with us tonight, so we're going to extend this tonight for sure. Tomorrow, we're recording our Bubba exclusive, which we're going to talk a little bit about Barp. We're going to talk a little bit about Aaron Rodgers. I know JR's got a take he's wanting to get out to
You
me. We're
know
going
it.
to talk about that. We're going to talk about several things that I'm looking forward to. So we're going to have some fun with that, and we're going to record a TV show
Oh,
tomorrow
yeah.
as well. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to go live. I'll probably tell y'all a little bit about what happened, and we'll dive back into whatever else is trending. So be on the lookout for that. Listen to that. We're going to finally get all caught up. That's how crazy it's been that the three of us haven't been together. A lot of moving parts, but it's all good. We're rocking and rolling. JR, you got anything that you need to talk about before we start diving into some of these headlines?
No, I'm pumped about doing this though, because I know you and I had a little exchange on one of the social media this afternoon because of a clip I saw, a short
Yes.
video you did. And I thought, oh gosh, I got to talk to Tigs about this stuff because I had I don't, have y'all talked about Aaron Rodgers yet tonight?
No, we haven't talked about Aaron Rodgers at all. But I did put a
We'll
video
wait.
out
Yeah.
from last night. I wanted to save that for our show. We're going to talk
Yeah.
about that on Bubba.
Okay.
On that Bubba show and kind of go because I have some thoughts and I want to have a chance to see a little bit of that documentary. I've just seen
Right.
clips. I know I
Yeah.
like what's in the documentary. Okay.
Yeah. And it's
But
not, I don't know if it's what you think it's going to be, because I don't know if I knew what to think it might be, but I wasn't expecting any of what it is, if that makes any sense.
well,
Probably
I've been
doesn't, but
already been told I don't know anything about football. I'm a dumbass. So all that. So the clip worked. So that's what
yeah.
that's what I was trying to get, baby.
Yes. Well,
We're gonna get
and
some
let me tell you,
tonight too.
yeah, I'm like 1 2/3 episodes deep, so I've got to finish the second episode and then watch the third one. So this is perfect. I'll try to get that knocked out. So when we do Bubba's show, I can have some ammunition, because from afar, I've never met Aaron Rodgers, but I've had some brushings from mutual friends and things like that. So I've always kind of had an idea. But watching this, man, they do a good job diving in, and what an interesting cat. And it's just funny watching documentaries. I say, because you watch enough of them, you catch the way that they flow, and it's like wrestling. We always say you don't know what to believe. Even
Yeah.
watching this, as good as it can be done, you still don't really know what to believe.
Nope.
You know.
No, exactly. Well, let's jump. Speaking of don't know what to believe, and we're going to talk a little bit about WWE here in a second. We want to hit on a couple of the big topics. This one This one is certainly one that was a little bit hard to believe, and I'm just going to let the man himself tell us.
We're going to be changing the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America, which has a beautiful ring that covers a lot of territory. The Gulf of America, what a beautiful name. And it's appropriate. It's appropriate. And Mexico has to stop allowing millions of people to pour into our country. They can stop them. And we're going to put very serious tariffs on Mexico and Canada, because Canada, they come through Canada too. And the drugs that are coming through are at record numbers.
Wow.
That's so great. That's so great. It does kind of make sense though, right? Why is it Gulf of Mexico? And, it's more landmass, with the United States, but it has been Gulf of Mexico for a very long time. So I think it opens the door for a lot,
That's what I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we want to open that box there.
I mean, I think my take on it is I think we have bigger fish to fry, but
true.
But it did open up my mind of like, I got to think about this for a second. Like, let me ask ChatGPT questions. So I did. So ultimately, the biggest thing is after we talked about it, number one, the Gulf of Mexico was named about in 1600 or so from some Spanish explorers in Mexico first saw it, and blah, blah, blah. So that's where it came from. By the way, the United States, nor did America exist at this point whenever they discovered it.
Can I drop a fun fact in there I just heard the other day
For sure
on something
you
I
can.
watched? So Leonardo da Vinci, possibly smartest person of all time, his neighbor was an explorer and Americus. That's why we get America from Leonardo da Vinci's neighbor.
Huh. I did not know that.
Wow, I did not know
There you
that
go.
either.
Explorer
go.
cat. Yep.
I did not know that.
So we're gonna read that. I mean, America is an Italian name, or So what do we do there? We just gonna make up our own name. Let's call it. I don't know, aircraft carrier rocket ship, laser beam.
Call it Trump Lake. That's what he ultimately wants to call
That's
it.
what he's gonna call it.
That's where he's
Trump,
trying to get
Trump
to.
land.
Gulf of Trump.
Hey, I mean, if we're gonna do that, let's just open the doors up for everybody. Like either we do some sort of a lottery system,
rename it all.
Highest bidder, like the Mississippi River, like JD mentioned earlier, should become Tigs River if you're the highest bidder if you win the lottery.
Just name whatever.
We do it like ball clubs. We get sponsorship on the uniforms and stuff. We just name our rivers.
Absolutely. Yeah, you just get maybe a 5-year right period to it. You know what I mean? This the Alabama River is now JD's H2O. Whatever you want to call it for a few years.
We probably,
maybe we bring the deficit way down by doing this. We just name all waterways.
I was going to say, yeah, and the private will take better care of most stuff than the government's trying to take care of it. They'll be cleaner and better efficient and better run for sure.
No doubt.
Oh,
no doubt.
Boys, that is hilarious.
But I ultimately had to ask ChatGPT, what's the probability of this actually happening? Like, give me chances based off of a percentage, what it is. And here's what it said. The chances of renaming the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America are extremely low, probably around 1% or less. Here is why. Number one,
still a chance.
You're telling me there's a chance. Historical context. The name Gulf of Mexico has been in use since the 16th century and reflects the historical, geographical, and cultural ties of the region. Number two, international implications, which this is, I think, probably the biggest obstacle. Renaming a major international body of water would require cooperation from international organizations like the International Hydrographic Organization, IHO, which standardizes names globally. It's very unlikely that other nations, especially Mexico, would support this. So that's a big strike. Lack of precedent. Renaming well-established geographical features is rare and often controversial, particularly when they have deep historical roots and cultural significance.
So good.
And then number 4, domestic challenges. The proposal would likely face significant pushback from lawmakers, historians, and public within the U.S. who may see it as unnecessary or even antagonistic to Mexico. And then the last thing, practical obstacles. Implementing such a change would involve rewriting maps, textbooks, and other resources, creating logistical and financial challenges. So it's America. It's the Gulf of America, and it will be called that for the next 4 years. I guarantee it.
Oh, absolutely. It'll be the Gulf of America.
He's calling it that no matter what. And I'd
No
say
matter what.
to me, it's about it's not any worse than New Orleans when they tore down all the monuments. At the same time, we had 1 out of 7 pumps working, and the city was underwater.
Yeah. It's like
That's a priority right there. Let's
Priority.
go change up a square that nobody goes to because and the city's underwater. Let's don't fix the pumps. Let's do that instead, and all the attention go there.
Yeah.
So same. It's not like it hasn't been done before in less context, So, but I agree that would be my thing. I mean, you're talking about the maps and all that stuff.
It's
and
low
everything.
on the priority list of the issues
Very,
that we have and the things
very
that need to
low.
be done. On the agenda that he's brought forth that I actually support in a lot of ways, that is way down the list of anything I could care.
It was never
anything
mentioned.
about. Yeah,
Never mentioned as he
no,
was
I did
running.
not vote for him to change the Gulf of
Change
Mexico
it,
no.
to the Gulf of America. I did not.
But he hemmed up a lot of rednecks by doing that. All the good old boys on the text threads today are like,
Well,
"Oh
it's
yeah,
funny.
call it
It's great.
America."
It's
the
it's like Snow
all right.
Canada now and Greenland. We're gonna buy Greenland and
What's
everything
up
else.
with that?
Well,
Is Canada gonna be?
That's exactly what was coming up next. I thought we'd just talk about that. Is it going to become a part of the United States?
Is that the 51st state? Is Greenland going to be the 51st state?
That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know now. I'm thinking it would probably be a territory. They only have 56,000 people that live in Greenland.
And Denmark's not wanting to sell.
And already
neither was
pushback
Russia
from
when they sold us
Denmark.
Alaska. Yeah, well, Denmark's not broke. If they were broke like Russia was when we bought Alaska, we might could get it, but probably not going to happen. So Trudeau stepping down, I wonder if that's what opened up the door for him to say this. Because again, like Blasey alluded to, we never heard any of this in the last year leading up to this election, and now victory going into it. So a low priority. I say we work with China and Mexico and become our own little superpower is what I've always thought we should do. We should prop up Mexico, Canada, and us together should prop up Mexico. So it's nice. Nobody wants to leave. There are plenty of jobs, plenty of things to do. People from Canada can go vacation down there. When it's too hot in Mexico, people can go up to Canada. Everybody wins. We
That makes too much sense.
It does. It does. Yeah. Things might change dramatically. I mean, like, Trudeau said, it's a snowball's chance in hell that Canada would ever become a state. And here he is. He's out now. So
he's out.
Right. So things are changing rapidly. Like, what
if it's the team up time? It's time to pick a side kind of deal, because like, I don't know if we're going to get to this on tonight's show, but like the video we three passed around amongst ourselves with the Cybertruck guy and the Chinese unmanned propulsion by gravitational force, it could be, let's team up. Yeah, we'll be part of America. That's good. Y'all got our back. Okay. Who knows?
That's right.
Who knows?
And, I've of course had to ask ChatGPT, like, what will this happen? It did not say that couldn't happen. It wouldn't give me a percentage. It just said, here's some facts about Greenland, why would the United States want Greenland to begin with? And I think that's really probably the biggest thing. And frankly, a little bit of research that I've done on this today, which hadn't been much, but the more I read about it, the more I definitely agree that this could be big for us. So,
we need it. I mean, if we could get it, it's huge. Oh God, are you kidding me? Resources, a strategic point on the planet.
Was that Donald Trump Jr. today that landed there on Trump Force One? Who was in Greenland today? One of them was
his oldest son, whichever one his oldest one was.
Yeah.
Yep. I've got a video
DJ
of that. Let's look at it.
Oh, okay.
I got a video of him coming in. Check this out. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I love your
What-
background. I love your studio tonight, by the way, Blasey.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I've converted the Christmas tree right into the Mardi Gras tree.
It looks so
And-
awesome.
All that as well.
I love it. The mantle that you set up, your mic. I love it.
This looks like the runway Santa Claus.
Check out this bobblehead
I
as they're
saw that.
landing.
This looks like the runway Santa Claus would land at.
Check this runway out.
Whoa. It looks like out of a movie.
And it's so wild, isn't it?
There's the runway.
It's like the Loch
It's
Ness
not that
Monster.
long.
A runway Santa Claus would want to land in. That's funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that sucker is it is not small. I watched them take off from it too. And not you got to all power to get
You know,
up,
I
man.
bet Trump watched that movie Greenland. You know, the one with who is it, Clive Owen or them? They have to escape there because that's the last place where we're holding. I bet he watched that and said, "We need to make sure we have that." So we can go.
So
Yeah.
here are the
Really good
reasons-
idea, guys.
It's
Really
a
good
great
idea.
Great idea, great movie.
my
Love
idea.
it.
Here's
Bad
what-
idea, not the movie.
Here are the 5 reasons that the United States would want it. Geopolitical strategy. Greenland's location is vital for Arctic dominance. The U.S.
Yep,
could
a
use it to
hot-
strengthen its presence. Natural resources. The island holds significant deposits of rare earth minerals crucial for electronics, defense, renewable energy industries, and it also has oil, gas, and potential new fisheries as ice melts. Climate change opportunities. Melting ice is creating new shipping lanes like the Northwest Passage and uncovering resource-rich areas.
Yeah.
National security, control over Greenland could enhance the U.S.'s ability to monitor and defend against potential threats from the Arctic, yes. And then number 5, the economic potential. Beyond resources, Greenland could serve as a hub for research, trade, tourism, and development. And it went on to say that historically the U.S. has shown interest in acquiring Greenland, with President Harry Truman offering $100 million in gold to Denmark in 1946. More recently, the Trump administration has been interested in purchasing it, which, that's what we're talking about. So,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But
We'll
but
put a
there you
resort,
go. I
a
mean-
golf course on that sucker.
Yeah,
it's
Development.
gonna be a cold golf course.
It's gonna be. Had to put the SoFi Center in there and just go do the same thing these guys are
World's
doing.
first indoor golf course.
Really big
Huge.
indoor resort, guys. We call it Trump Dome.
The Trump Dome. The Trump
Maybe they
Dome.
could make one of those things. I know y'all have seen the commercials for a couple years now of the thing they're supposed to be building over somewhere in the Middle East, the long a dome thing that everybody's going to live in, and it's this big project they've been working on for years.
Yes.
What's it called? You know what I'm talking about, Blaze.
corridor. It's all connected.
Yeah, it's like I
It's
don't
like a
know.
giant
It's their own little
ball
world.
thing. Yes, its own world.
But you live in it. It's what a biodome, like its own little
Biodome.
but it's a
Remember
Yeah,
that?
I saw
long
that.
thing.
It's like miles long. Yeah.
Miles. Yeah, it's crazy. That's what Trump probably saw that and on a TikTok and then or on Twitter, and now that's his next idea. Come on, I'm with you guys. We got to dial it in and take care of what needs to be taken care of. All these abstract agendas here. Come on,
Yeah,
we got some real shit to
exactly.
take care of here. How about let's get this fentanyl off the streets? Get some order around the borders, and this trade thing is going to be a big deal. These tariffs, they just throw it around. That's a
right.
gamble.
It
We hope
is.
it all pays off.
Gonna discount the tariffs when I take Mexico out of the Gulf and become Gulf of America, guys. I'm gonna discount your tariff by 10%.
10%. I was going to say we'll give a 10% discount. Let us name it
10%
America.
discount. Well, let's catch up here on some of the chats. Dave asked, did all 3 of you guys get your boxes or just Tigs? So I got it as far as I know. I don't think they got theirs yet, but they should be getting them in the next day or
Should be
two.
soon. Should be soon.
But we had to
boxes
do the
coming. We gotta-
unboxing. Sorry,
we got gift
boys,
packs
but now
coming.
you know what's coming. I ruined y'all's surprise, but
I don't
had
think
to do
JR
that.
saw it though, so it's still a surprise to him.
Yeah. You just you don't know what I'm talking about, JR.
Okay. Somebody
Or-
just texted me, are we live? I'm like, yeah, we're live.
Yeah, we're live. Matt Lemire, what's going on? Jerry loved LSU, my man. Why are you even discussing the geriatric lunatic? Well, because this show is about trending topics, and got news for you. Those are the top 2 in the world right now. So we got to talk about them. It's so good to see you. You guys are awesome. Thanks, Crawford.
There he is.
There you
The
go.
fish.
There you go. What's up? What's up? Yeah, it was Don Jr., Rainey says, and Charlie Kirk. They went to
There we go. Thank you. Yeah.
went there today. Good evening, guys. Kate, Chad, hope y'all have a good one. Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
GCW. And yeah, but anyhow, so thank you, chat. Appreciate all of y'all. Make sure that you hit the like button, share this. We got to keep on growing. We're going live now at 8:30 every night, doing it again tomorrow night. Probably doing it at 8:30 on Thursday night as well. Man, it smells like steaks in my studio right now with that supper club that's behind me. It must be steak.
Forget about that.
Good God,
That's nuts. I bet that really increases your red meat intake just by that place. It literally borders up behind that wall. It's probably 20 feet away from you, and maybe 30.
I mean,
Wow.
I could definitely throw a baseball to it for sure.
And it's like a 5-star steakhouse, right?
Yes, it's probably the best in Baton Rouge. I haven't eaten there yet. I'm going to soon, but I keep
Really?
saying that. But they keep doing this to me. I may go after the show. They're 11. I may just ease up to go. I can't go like this. Just ease up to.
How much is the steak there? I know we're off topic, but I gotta know how much is the steak there.
I mean,
look at them.
They don't have prices.
Oh,
so
okay.
That tells you. I mean, you're not going in there with a couple and having a couple drinks, going through the deal for under $300, probably.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, one of those kind of places. But you know, that's nice to do every now and then. Nothing
It
wrong
is.
with it. If you have this kind of money, though, you can do that. This is on your buddy David Bazel's show in Little Rock. I think
Basil.
Basil. Is that how you say it? Basil.
Yep,
David
we just call him Basil. Yeah.
Basil's show and Roger Doyle Scott on their Morning Mayhem show this morning. Listen to John Daly. I mean, this is classic.
I love this guy.
Classic John Daly.
12,000.
Wow.
12,000. Sorry.
Are you
It's
serious?
over the 50. I gotta get paid. It's over the 50,000. I gotta get paid.
You just hit $12,000.
Double blue, red, and orange 7.
You know, Roger, we've done a lot. Listen, I've killed a deer live on radio. I don't think we've ever had a $12,000 hit on the.
Well, I was waiting on your commercials and everything. I hit back-to-back 24, so I'm up right now. I'm up pretty good.
Very, very nice. I love it. JD, what do you think about the games this Thursday and Friday and the college playoff? Do you like Ohio State or do you like Texas?
Another 6,000.
Oh my! Are you serious? So 18,000 since we've been on the phone.
Dude, that's
Amazing.
crazy, huh? Just call into a radio
Amazing.
show, sitting there playing a slot machine, and wins 18 grand.
Y'all, that is hilarious.
That's
Isn't that
so
crazy, though? I mean, the
He is-
legend continues to grow.
Dude, he is,
with JD.
you know, I got to spend some time with him this past year, and
Right.
he is a character, and there is no BS in him. He is living the gimmick 100%. There's no like turning it off. It's not. It's sun up to when he wakes up till he goes to bed. He's John friggin' Daly, and there ain't no doubt about it. That's unreal. And you know, Basil, who we need to get on the show.
Yeah.
Basil is from the Panama City area originally, so he's a coaster like us, and he was an All-American linebacker at Arkansas in the '80s. You know, he had 10 tackles on Bo Jackson. That's one of his big stats there. I think it was 8 or 10 tackles on Jackson that day. But and then Roger Scott, his co-host on the Morning Mayhem with Justin's at Disney with his family, so he's not on this week, I guess. Roger's been in several cool little movies and things, and he is just hilarious. One of the funniest guys, and just a character. They're a hoot. We
It's
need
a
to call
great
in.
show.
We should all call in and jump on their show sometimes. They
we
would
should.
have
Let's
us
do it.
anytime. Yeah, we should do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Love to do it.
It's a
Yeah,
great
we need to
show.
get Basil on since he's the Panama City area. We could do some connections there, and he's a character too, man. He's something else. And he supports the show
that's a great show.
because he always responds to
does.
stuff when I
He does.
put. So
Yeah.
Let's do that.
He's an ally for sure.
Let's
For
get it
sure,
going.
for sure.
More guests, the merrier in 2025. I want to rock
Yes.
this thing out.
We are. We're gonna.
Yeah,
rock.
we're gonna get on it.
We're gonna rock
Hey,
it out.
speaking of rocking, I was watching. On a sad note, President Carter passed away, as we
Yeah,
all know, a
yep,
week
yep.
ago, and they going through his processions today, moving him and doing his thing as former presidents have to do. Um, and it had me thinking. One, I wasn't alive, and the Carter administration was rocking. That had nothing to do with me. I was not even born or a small child when he was in office, but never had anything but love for President Carter. I always thought he was cool. He was a good old boy from Georgia. Looking back for me, when I look just from an outsider looking in, it always seemed to me like he was just trying to tell everybody, "Hey, we can fix everything, but it's going to take some sacrifice," and nobody wanted to hear that.
Right.
That's just what I always took from it, and that didn't work. But what this had me thinking was he died. He was 100. Who is the oldest living president now? Any of you guys know off the top of your head?
I mean, it's got to be Bill Clinton, right?
I would think it would be. Yeah.
Biden.
Biden's
Biden,
older
yeah,
than Clinton.
hello. Yeah,
That's
we
right. I
had
guess
this
you didn't know that,
discussion.
huh? You're
we had
right.
this discussion in my house the other night.
Clinton and Trump are about the same age. Biden's a couple years older, and Barack Obama's only 60 something, which he's a lot younger than I thought.
He's going to be the youngest for a while, I do believe.
And you think
this is my Carter magnet that I got.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, look at that. And
wow,
Plains, Georgia.
That's cool.
When I went there and he taught me Sunday school. I went to a Sunday school class, and then he taught a Sunday school class, and then got done, got to shake his hand, talk to him, met him and his wife. Unbelievable. You could do that.
Outstanding.
Any giving Sunday back in the day. And I'm glad I went and did it. So I thought,
man, that's amazing.
You've told that story. That's awesome, man.
Yep.
I mean, that's like, who wouldn't want to go do that?
I know.
He was a good man. You didn't have to agree with him politically or anything like that. He certainly, some of the things, it seems as if he made some decisions that maybe weren't as popular and didn't work, but I think his heart was always in the right place, and he was a good person.
I think so.
Man, so
I
agree. That's where I'm at with it. Yep. But just wanted to say that. Roll them easy. Rest in peace, President Carter.
Sure.
Thank you for your service to our country, and enjoy your time in heaven with all of our Father and your wife Rosalind, because I know you've been missing, buddy.
He built a lot of houses for a lot of people, man.
Yes,
for sure. You can't say that he didn't contribute.
You
to
can't
society.
even debate that topic. Yeah.
Nope. And I always heard, and I never drank one, but I always heard that Billy beer his brother's beer was actually pretty good.
That's
what
right.
I've always heard too. I don't
Billy
know.
Beer. I never had Billy beer.
But I can remember some old timers saying, "Man, that Billy beer was good stuff. I hate they didn't make that no more." That kind of stuff. Billy beer.
Oh, that's so good.
But wouldn't you, if your brother was president, when you're like, I got to figure out some way to
I got to have something
action.
to sell.
Yes.
I got to sell something.
Yes.
Make some money.
I'm for something. Sure. Yeah,
exactly.
We got to do it every day. Exactly. Oh man.
Well, what
else you got on your agenda, Tigs?
Couple more things. Wanted to talk about, I don't know if either one of y'all saw it, Raw last night. Raw's debut on Netflix. Did you get a chance to see any of it, JR or Blasey?
I did. Sharice and I watched a piece of the Seth Rollins CM Punk match. I'm a huge wrestling fan, and I love me some wrestling. But here are my couple takeaways in the 15 minutes I watched, because let's see, 12 of that was commercials and talking and vignettes and preparing for this match that's going to happen. During the match, about 2 minutes of it was them staring and huffing at each other from across the room. And then about a minute or two of not great, in my opinion. I love both these guys. I'm telling my wife before they go, I'm telling her who they are. I'm like, baby, that's Phil Brooks. That's CM Punk. He can go. And I'm like, that's Seth Rollins. I was like, these guys are like both top of the game at some point. This should be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
And it just let me down. It looked slow. It looked trying to contrived and put together.
Very
slow.
Nice.
And then the spots, it kept seeming to me like the spots weren't flowing like it was too choreographed, and they were moving them to the spots, but it didn't flow well to me. And I've been saying this for a long time. These high def cameras and these close up angles and stuff doesn't always make everybody look great. wrestling when they were all swole up and it was a little grainy and from a little farther away, everybody looked
Right.
a little better. You know
Kind
what
of
I'm
like
saying?
us here on
Yeah.
Tigs Bits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Exactly.
The
If you
blurrier
get
we
too
are,
far
the
in, you
better.
can see all my wrinkles, all my little fat spots. Farther I
right.
get away, hey, I'm not too bad, you know. And I'm not saying these guys look bad. I'm just saying when these things are so high def and so up on them, we're talking about some stars on up in their day. These aren't young rookie stars here. You know, I really was kind of disappointed. And other things I took away from it was big show, obviously, big, huge production. They go out the ring. The whole outside of the ring is so padded up now. Everything is so gimmicked up I guess it's for insurance.
Probably,
but everything is so
And to help
padded.
them.
Then you go back and watch something from 20 years ago. It's metal railing around the sides. The table's a real table. It's not all this padded. I mean,
Did you freeze?
I guess
you know, and I've never watched a whole lot of Punk, but the few I've seen him back in the day, I thought he could go, but
yeah,
I was let down. Yeah, so
I was let
watched
down
it, and I was
too.
let down.
I thought from the very beginning, here's what it started off bad for me. I mean, I watched the beginning last night. It wasn't bad. It was enjoyable, but I didn't want to spoil it because I started it before I went live. Didn't want to spoil it if anybody hadn't seen it yet or if they cared, whatever. But The Rock came out, and it wasn't The Rock. It was Dwayne Johnson. He wasn't working a gimmick. He killed everything that had happened. The next match, Roman Reigns and Silo, they go at it. Roman Reigns gets it back. He's the head of the bloodline again. They all Cody Rhodes, they shake hands. They do shots of tequila backstage. It's like the whole feud that happened and all that just done.
Went away.
Rock said, "Be sure to tell Mama Rhodes I said hello." That was about it. They laughed. It's like, well, what the hell what's going to happen at WrestleMania now? So that was kind of well, that was weird.
Wow, that sounds like a big letdown. See, I didn't watch any of this, but like, I'm glad I didn't now. Like,
Blasey, watch the Hogan part because I forgot that's the very first part I saw. I flipped on. There's Hulk Hogan out there doing his shirt gimmick. He looked terrible. Same thing, up too close.
The HD didn't
help.
And
and everybody's booing him.
Booing him. Yeah.
Really?
They were booing him. They were booing him.
Were they all saying like "Boo, Bubba, boo"?
Basically,
Bubba.
that's what I heard. That's what I heard. And then I heard Bubba. I heard somebody, look at me, look at me, look at me. And I looked over and it was Bubba. No. Seriously though, no. I heard they were trying to bleep it out, but he was getting a lot getting a lot of boos, and he was going on. And his rant wasn't good. And the way they have people pushed up, it almost reminds me of music award shows now. How it's too fan interacted to be. It's too much fan interaction. You got too many fans. You're trying to put too many people in the building, people on top of each other. And that was all I saw. Now there could have been better, but that from what I saw, I was thoroughly let down. And I've been fairly let down in general because they let the damn vignettes and talking go on too long. I'm like, can we get it on? And if you're going to keep talking, have somebody rush the locker room and start fighting in the locker room or something. Just the yapping and the setup's just too much.
Yeah, typically you just have a little bit of that, and then maybe have one where they don't really fight, and it's one big production. After that, it's a lot of fighting, right?
It's all production now, brother.
All production.
But it's packed.
There's Hogan.
And they clip every 5 seconds to another celebrity too, which is
I got you, Big E. I'm going to show I'll show Pat McAfee. They did a Hulk Hogan skit on Pat McAfee. I'll show that next. But listen to this, Blasey.
All right.
Got a few people up.
Brother, the hits just keep on coming.
This ain't 85.
With Jimmy Hart.
He was old. He is old, but I want to get his old.
You can't hear the crowd.
If it wasn't for Hulk.
Let me see.
And then they go on at the end of that. They's official partner with WWE, Hulk Hogan's American Beer. So it's all a beer hawking gimmick again.
Yeah, that's and he stuck to it. I actually listened to Eric Bischoff's podcast to see what he had to say, and he was kind of embarrassed for him, which is surprising to hear Bischoff.
It was that bad, huh?
It was that bad. Here we go. All right, yeah, this video you can definitely hear it. And this is what it sounded like.
Real American beer.
He don't know what to think. You're right, Big E.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Look, people are doing
Yeah.
that number and stuff. They're over it. He can't, it's too much overexposure.
Overexposure. I think it's more the racist comments, possibly the sex tape, which is what Bubba alluded to on the show today. We'll talk more about that on our Bubba exclusive.
Wow, oversold the whole gimmick, huh? That's an oversell right there. Classic oversell.
He should have stuck with the heel turn and disappeared for a while and came back or something. But he kept never fading out far enough and stayed in just enough. And it's tired now. The whole gimmick's tired now.
That's exactly right.
He needs a new uniform. The gun's out. It's not working for him. You need to go a suit look or
like an overcoat, kind of going like the Undertaker type look or something like that.
Something. The big red shoes.
He looked goofy in them shoes. Them shoes look.
But he can't get around. They're probably one is probably 3 inches and one's 2.5. They're probably so good because his hips and back everything's jacked. And he don't need the money because he got all the damn money from screwing Bubba out of the tape from Gawker. So why is he even doing all this? Unless he probably pissed that away already. Poor thing. And I don't know him personally. I know people who know him and say he's cool, but I'm over it too. I mean, I was a Hulkamaniac back in the day, but it's overexposure now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So and this surprised me. This surprised me, Big E. And boys, that Hogan, that Pat McAfee on the Pat McAfee show kind of dug his heels in, so to speak, on him. Watch this skit. It's a little long, but it's good.
Hello and welcome to this press conference that I've called the day after arguably the greatest day in my professional career. Last night, tens and tens and tens and tens and tens of millions of people watched the Hulkster bring the house down on WWE Raw to usher in the Netflix era in the Intuit Dome. It's the greatest night of my life. With that, I'd like to open it up to a couple questions.
That's good, press conference.
Hi, Mr. Hulkster. This is Peter Penz from the Mark Times.
Yeah, I can tell you look like a Mark, son.
Thank you. I appreciate that, I guess. Booing was actually trending on X last night. I wasn't sure if you had any comments about the almost negative opening that you received when you were out on the stage, sir. Thank you.
Well, yeah, if you think those were boos, I can tell you're a fucking mark, okay? I've been doing this a long time, kid, and you get used to the Hulk Hogan. Now, I will admit, I heard a couple boos smattered across the crowd, and I'll be honest, I had no idea the people in L.A. hated Jimmy Hart the way they did. They took one look at him with his stringy hair, stupid sunglasses, and the way he was half-assed waving that flag around, and I should have expected it. Those liberal marks out there can't stand a MAGA champion like the Hulkster. But again, they weren't booing the Hulkster. They were booing Jimmy Hart. Everybody loves the Hulkster, dude.
He's in denial, huh? According to Pat McAfee. He is
unbelievable that McAfee would do that on his show, though, really and truly. So that tells you a lot. Because, I mean, obviously McAfee's tied in very deeply with WWE and all of that, man, they kind of distancing themselves from the Hulkster, it looks like.
Yeah, and this may be the turn on the Hulk.
You think Hulk will be at the inauguration?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yes, I definitely
he'll
think
he'll be in a visual shot at the inauguration. Like, you know what I mean? Within 10, 15 rows. 10, 15 outside of him, somewhere in that range is where he'll be sitting. Probably even
Well, we've all got a mutual friend that's going, but I doubt I'll be able to get him to get any content while he's there. But
Well, if
Justin's going, so we'll see if there's any. Governor Sanders invited Justin, so we'll
oh,
see if there's
nice.
any.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
awesome. Well,
is he
I can
gonna
send him that
sing or
new
anything?
Tigsbits mic that I got. They got the Tigsbits mic on it. He can maybe do some interviews.
I would
for
love
us.
it if he would.
Yeah, I bet he would love to do that too.
I can't believe he's going. To be honest with you,
Yeah, he doesn't really go to much. He's kind of a homebody, really. In a sense. Yeah.
He hates flying. He hates big cities. So, and it's the day he's got to go the day after we have a show in Little Rock. But I'm excited for him. Joey, one of our managers, is going with him, so this should be interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Interested.
But we'll get Justin on the show, and then we'll get some content from that because
That's right.
we hadn't even hardly talked. We barely texted the last month or two, but we get back together. We'll get him on the show, and we'll get him to give us a breakdown of who was doing what while they were there.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome,
fun.
actually. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I love it. Well, boys, if you got anything else, I think I have some other things, but I'm going to save them for tomorrow night's show. I've got several more things. I already got a show for tomorrow night. Love it. I love it.
That's your show. Yeah, I hate I'm going to be out tomorrow night and the next night. We got baseball rolling. I got to take my son to baseball little coaching deal tomorrow night. His only opening was 8:00 at night. That's how busy this guy is. But we got middle school tryouts coming, and we got 2 football games on Thursday. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to sit in with you boys, but I know y'all hold it down.
That's right.
Hail on the dang getting it grind in, ain't he?
That's right, man. It's that's just the way it is.
It's that time though, and I know you explained it to us. You're going to be all committed if we're going to do this thing. So I guess we're going full tilt.
You're either in or you're out.
That's right.
I love it.
That's right.
You've got that. Y'all make sure to watch that Aaron Rodgers. Blasey, from this distance, you've got the Aaron Rodgers look kind of going on.
He does.
Right
I like the beard. Yeah.
Put some face paint on, do a little ayahuasca trip.
That's right.
Let's just record it. Yeah, we'll be your guide.
Yeah,
We'll be your guide on that.
I can't wait to talk to you guys after y'all watch that. It was interesting for sure.
What is it on? Is it on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Okay. Well, that's it. I have not watched it.
I'm about to start it like right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch at least. I'm going to watch an episode of it. I have to. It's part of the homework because we're going to talk about it when we record tomorrow, boy.
That's right.
Until then, I will see you gentlemen tomorrow at 5:00, and I will see the rest of you guys tomorrow night at 8:30.
Later.
Hey.